So game 1 here of a best of 3, and we're on way station in the close spawns. Ah, that means aggression. That's what like the growl was for. Honest, I wasn't just going crazy. Anyway, let me introduce these two to avoid the embarrassment of what just happened. Spawning down in the lower left-hand position, representing Vega Squadron, it is DaNa. And his opponent, up to the top right, the Red Zerg, representing Team Acer, none other than Bly. Just a little extract trick there, nothing to get heart palpitations about. You're going to be fine. You're not getting him with a gas into a pool or something sneaky like that. They're in the close spawn zone. Of course, they know they are in the close spawns. You can only spawn cross positions on way station. It is the only possibility. You cannot do anything else. Although I personally think it would be hilarious if you spawn top left and bottom left. I don't even know how that would work. Where would you even expand there? You'd expand there. Your third would have to be there on this side. It'd be freaky. It'd be a massive advantage for whoever is spawned down here. No, actually it wouldn't really. It's not actually symmetrical there. I don't even know. What am I even talking about? Who cares? It'd be fine in the ZvZ. Kind of. But I think it'd be really imbalanced in other matchups. Either way, it'd be weird, and I'm glad we don't have that. Really glad. So, let's talk a little bit about their openings. We've got a hatch into a gas from Bly. He's rushing out that speed, going for the good economy and a lot of production. Could be a speedling all in. Certainly something that is possible with the opening that Bly's gone for. Meanwhile, over on DaNa's side, he's opened pool into a hatch into a gas. It's quite different openings from these two at the moment. Bly is going to enjoy a better production in the mid game. He's also going to enjoy a much earlier Zergling speed upgrade. But what can he do with that? Is he going to try and do anything with it? We'll find out. In terms of this map as a whole, there are some funky things that can go on. Of course, you've got the island expansions. Someone in stream chat, please refresh my memory. When was the last map we had in the ladder pool which had island expansions? Do you remember this? Do you? I don't. I'm trying to think. They were stupid though. I don't know why they brought island expansions back. They make me sad. But they're also really cool. Like, they make me sad when I play, because I never remember to check them. Ever. And I'm like, how is my opponent, like, on 2 bases, but making so many Colossus? And then I die, and then I'm like, I watch the replay, and then I see at, like, 6 minutes, they took a third at the island, and I'm just like, oh, for goodness sake. And it's annoying. But, on the flip side, in pro level play, they're really quite fun to watch, because they can allow some unusual things to happen. Now, I've been waffling a little bit because these two are just droning. Their current strategy, I can't actually see their hotkeys with this overlay, but I'd imagine their current strategy, if they hotkey their hatches to 6, and they use the standard hotkeys, they're pressing 6S D D D D D D D D D D. Then they select their queens, they inject, wait for a little bit, and then they're like 6S D D D D D D D D. And that's basically their strategy at the moment. And they're continuing with it. A couple of lings running on by, checking what's going on. But for the most part, this is just scouting information. Does DaNa know everything? No, DaNa doesn't know too much. Bly is getting that full scout out. Still not too much else going on at the moment. Just waiting to see all else that's happening. Quick little counter scout is really all that this is going to be. May actually try and get denied by Bly. Not that anything too sneaky will be seen. Only the lair timing is the bit of information. But still, getting the kill on the lings is quite nice. That earlier speed, really helping. It allows everything to die. Everything. Otherwise, Roach 1 coming down for DaNa. This is just where we're getting variations in the build. If we see the 4th gas, it's probably going to be a Spire from Bly. And a Spire in these spawn positions on this map is really nice, because Dead Space is an awesome game, but it's also very, very much a part of this map. So, needless play can be quite nice. Nice little poke back and forth. Bly dealing slightly more damage than what he's taken, but I'm talking like minuscule amounts. Yet again, it's tiny differences. Teeny tiny differences. Like Madals size differences. But still, just both these two duking it out. Really waiting to see what's going to come down from this lair. We haven't got the Spire started yet. Bly does have enough money for it. He's just a little bit cautious. He's concerned what could be coming at him. So he's adding in 2 additional spines at the front. I say 2 additional ones. 3 additional ones. He's really concerned. What's he so scared about? What has he seen? What has he seen? Okay, he knows a roach run's coming. But there's no roaches yet, so this is prematurely safe. But hey, if you get this down nice and early, you're not going to die. The Spire's just delayed by a little bit. Still, 11 roaches on their way. A couple of defensive banelings coming in as well. Thank you, chat, by the way. Stream delay meant I've only just got an answer from you about island expansions. Apparently, a scrap station was the last one. Shadow Temple as well. Metropolis was another one. Lots of different island maps. They all seem so far away. So long ago. In a galaxy far, far away. Anyway, banelings coming in. Gotta be careful. Oh, that was such a nice detonation for DaNa. Bly miscontrol there. Allows so many banelings to die. That was just so beautifully good for DaNa. Suddenly, Bly is in a huge amount of trouble. He's morphing in more banelings, but is it too little, too late? These spines, they're just dying. They're melting before our eyes. And this is going to be tough to hold. A couple of baneling detonations now coming on through. The Lings need to clean this up, though. More banelings for Bly. Can he still hold this? The first wave, yes, he can. But with more banelings coming through here for DaNa. And this is some nice damage. Nice little surround. Banelings still coming forward. Bly need to be careful. Okay. 3 Lings. Still more coming through. Bly is literally holding on by the skin of his teeth. A couple of Mutalisks coming in as well then. And here we wait. DaNa needs to do a lot of damage here. Once the Mutalisks are out, we're in a very similar position to game 2 of DaNa versus Johnny Rico. The Spine's helping considerably. More banelings coming through. They've got to get focused. The banelings! Oh, the banelings. They hurt. They hurt. They detonate. The drone count's very level. The Spine will fall. The Mutaflock. Or the Muta pair. The duo of Mutalisks. Duking it out. Bly's got defensive banelings now. Trying to get those connections. Not that he wants, but the ones that he needs. More detonations. 28 workers to 36. But Mutalisks. Spore Crawlers are coming down. This is going to be still a very, very close game at the moment. Resources lost. Slightly favouring Bly at the moment. And in terms of map presence, Bly now just takes all of it. Overlords, they are dead. They're going to explode. Literally. Burst out. And now, of course, we've just got this really kind of tense moment where Bly doesn't have the absolute best amount in terms of army on the ground, and he's down a bit in his economy. But what he has is map control. It's going to be very difficult for DaNa to move out, because if he did it, then you're going to run into, obviously, the Mutas. And even if there's only a couple of Mutalisks on the field, if you try and march across this map, even with the very short rush distances, then you're going to have problems, because Mutas will start chipping away at that, especially if banelings try and waddle that way. What's integral to Bly staying kind of in a good spot this game overall is not losing these Mutas. He's got to keep the pressure of them up, because by denying the map vision, the other trouble is if Mutas aren't seen, DaNa, of course, doesn't know if they're still being more produced. Loses 1 Muta there. That's a bit of a pain. There's some nice control actually coming through at the moment. Second Muta goes down. Ooh, that's really nice use of those queens by DaNa rather. Big advantage coming through for Bly though, and that's in the form of the third. It's a bit of a risky advantage though. Basically, if you get down this third sooner, your opponent obviously isn't taking a third. They've got 300 more minerals, which they could be putting into units. And that's what we're seeing now. DaNa isn't pumping... Okay, he's pumping more roaches now. The supply's the problem. Using those overlords makes it very difficult to pump a huge amount of roaches quickly, because obviously you don't have the supply to do it. DaNa is going to be trying to expand here, sending a third drone, or drone down to take the third. Behind this, DaNa though is obviously a long way back in terms of that third base timing. Bly's already saturating his. He's taken a pretty substantial drone lead despite having taken 7 drones worth of losses. So I'd still say this is Bly's game at the moment. It's pretty similar It's still not an overwhelming win, but oh, this is going to be so nice. In come these Lings. They're focusing down a spine, which wasn't the optimal way to use those. They're not even going to kill the spine, so just back out. Meanwhile, third base is getting scouted now. Quick little check. DaNa's just like, oh, hey there. You've got a third base. That's something I should worry about. Not worry about, it's something I should be aware of. A couple more Hydras coming in as well. And this is just a response to the Mutas, because there's still pretty much no way to know how many Mutas there are. Just getting confirmed that likely there's only 2 right now. But hey, you never know. More Roaches coming through as well, though. What's Bly's plan off the back of this? Well, it seems to be an upgrade-based play, because while DaNa does have the Evolution Chamber, only the one at the moment, there unfortunately isn't any upgrades being researched. So there's already a +1 upgrade complete advantage for Bly. But look at this. This is a lot of units making a considerable amount of progress. Add in a high count of Banelings. This is scary right now. Bly needs to be very careful. I'm not sure he can hold this. 15 more Roaches coming through. DaNa's edging forward. The Banelings really are key. Nice round. Good concave. Lots of Banelings detonating on both sides. The position of the Queens, important as well. Just staying near the back. No transfuses needed for this fight. Army supplies, slightly favouring DaNa with those reinforcements. But remember, Defender's advantage means the reinforcements get there a lot quicker for Bly. Bly's engaging well, getting some good damage down. But the Hydra's just helping swing that in his favour. Is he going to be able to hold this? It's going to be very, very close. DaNa just swinging it thanks to these Queens at the moment. But Bly, he's getting more reinforcements through. He's had that better economy thanks to that third base. Roaches trying to come down the ramp, a couple flanking from the side, attempting to pick off those Queens. Damage is coming thick and heavy on both sides. Transfuses being used. Drones now getting pulled as well. Just trying to swing this fight into favour of Bly. Can Bly do it? More reinforcements coming through for DaNa now. Queens being pulled, drones being pulled. Bly really knows that this is going to be close, and he is making it a very, very similar fight. Just winning on the top, losing to the right, but with the flank from behind, is he going to have enough to do this? The Roach numbers for Bly getting higher, and that little flood of Speedlings is really nice. It's going to be just enough to pick off these remaining units, and more importantly, it's going to be enough to chase down the rest of those Roaches. They're not going to be able to get away, and that is some very nice stuff coming through here now from Bly. Able to hold this off. He lost quite a few workers by doing it, and may have overextended here. This is something he's got to be very careful about, backing away. Bly does have 2-0 upgrades compared to 0-0, and that's not to be underestimated. A 2 upgrade lead is very sizable when you're going Roach on Roach, and so we actually need to see a lot of caution from DaNa in which fights he takes. He should be aware of the fact that 2-0's done. He should have clicked on one of Bly's units just to check that. But with +1 only just starting now for DaNa, it's going to be quite annoying. In we go now. A little peek at what else is coming through. Well, this is all looking very tense still. The worker count 48 on both sides. Bly going in for this now. The upgrade lead is going to be helping him. Roach count is slightly in his favour as well. And with the upgrades and superior numbers, this is going to be a very nice fight for him. The concave better for DaNa, but doesn't make a difference. Nice trades by Bly. He's lost about, well, he's lost 1.2 thousand resources less than that of DaNa, but DaNa still putting up a good fight. I cannot overstate how important these upgrades are. Not quite sure what Bly was doing with an evolution chamber there. Felt like it. Bly up slightly, actually slightly down in supply. Now going slightly up, and those 5 additional Roaches coming through. Still, in come these Roaches. The upgrade advantage still there for Bly. And that upgrade advantage really is what's allowing Bly to look in such a strong position. Gonna get his Roaches cut off on the retreat. Nice positioning here from Bly. He's going for the better attack arc. Is gonna lose it. In terms of Roach numbers, he's currently up though, but some of those aren't in this fight. Upgrades though still sitting on Bly's favour. He's going for this pretty intently. The damage is looking good. Resources lost, getting more and more into Bly's favour. Neither player opting to drone. Neither player feeling safe to drone right now. They're both happy. They're saying they're going, well, guys, we're saturated on 3 bases worth of minerals with our mains mined out. So, yeah, let's just keep pressing that R key. Pirate Zerg mode to the max. But, who's going to come out on top? Gotta go with the person who's now making 20 banelings. And also has the upgrade advantage still. DaNa sees some of this. Remember, there's a couple of banelings back here. They're going to be going straight into the third. That can do catastrophic damage. In they go. Banelings now starting to detonate here. They're getting a nice little fight, but remember, quite a lot of this army's not engaging. The Banelings not able to close the distance, stuck behind the roaches, but at the third, it is a slaughter. So many of those drones go down, giving Bly a massive supply lead, and also a massive drone lead. The fight in the center, that's also going in Bly's favor. May end up losing out, but in terms of resources lost, he came off well there. Backing away momentarily, reinforcements coming through, but DaNa is not going to be able to keep up that level of production without the drones at the third. Down by 18 workers is a lot. Look at what that's doing to the mineral income. GG is called, and Bly takes game number 1 of this best of 3 after 22 minutes.